Well, Mother Nature's not going to be so friendly the next couple of days.
No, this
the
is
heat's
going to
turn up.
Yeah, and this is going to be really, really brutal, as I was talking about on the sky deck, because you don't get any kind of recovery at night. It stays hot, it stays humid, 80 degrees even overnight, and then back to the 90s during the day. That means the heat's just going to build and build and build. And if you're in a spot that doesn't have air conditioning, if you're in one of these older brick homes, we always talk about this in Philadelphia, especially because we have these old homes from years, hundreds of years ago, they retain all that heat, and it just becomes a really, really dangerous situation.
Some people live alone in those homes, so we have to check on them.
Be careful.
You always have to be neighborly, especially in times like this. We've got some dangerous heat on the way by the end of the week. I also want to talk about the threat for heavy downpours, and that will come in Wednesday into Thursday with remnant moisture from what was once Hurricane Barry. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's happening right now. The place to be, really, to beat the heat this week is down the shore or by any body of water or just in a very well air-conditioned place. You do not want to be out in this kind of heat, and I'm talking more Friday, Saturday, Sunday heat. You don't want to be outside for any length of time because heat exhaustion, heat stress can come up on you very, very quickly with very few symptoms at first, and it's just nothing to mess around with. So if you get down the shore, get in the water, stay cool, stay calm. Ocean City, a great place to be this week, but you head just a little bit inland, even up onto the boardwalk, and the heat will be a lot worse than it will be at the water's edge. Temperatures right now, it's a hot day, but again, a seasonably hot day for the month of July. We should be in the upper 80s. We're at about 92, so it's hot, but nowhere near what it's going to be. 90 in Allentown, 89 in Wilmington, and it's 88 down in Atlantic City. Down the shore, we've seen a little bit of a sea breeze kick in. That's keeping it slightly more comfortable with mid-80s from Rehoboth Beach all the way up to Ocean City. Barnegat Light's hot, though, at 93 degrees right now. The heat index value is running about 3 to 4 degrees above what the thermometer indicates today. So it does feel pretty hot out there. It feels like 95 in Philly, feels like 97 in Dover, but these are not advisory level heat index values. When you get up into the triple digits, when it starts feeling like 100, 105, 110, that's when we start talking about dangerous heat and humidity, the kind you don't want to be out in, again, for any length of time. We do have a few thunderstorms that have fired up in the central part of the state here, and you can see they are weakening, but there's one cell that's moving quickly toward I-81 and could move into the Poconos within an hour or so. A few more showers and storms moving toward portions of Berks County and the Lehigh Valley. We've got another batch behind this as well. So there's not a ton of energy for these storms to work with when they get into our region. I think they'll die off pretty quickly. But if you're north and west of Philadelphia, expect perhaps the chance for a thunderstorm this evening. All of this is remnant moisture from what was Hurricane Barry, and that's all going to swing through over the next 2 days. So these are the days, tomorrow and Thursday, that I'm more concerned about heavy downpours and, again, the risk for potential flash flooding. So here's what tonight looks like. Again, just a couple of scattered showers moving into our far north and west suburbs around 7, 8 o'clock. Can't rule out a stray one down in Delaware later on tonight, but most of the area will not see much of anything tonight. That cannot be said for tomorrow into Thursday as tropical moisture arrives. That remnant circulation from Barry, late day storms and downpours both days with, again, a localized flash flooding threat. We dealt with that last week. It is nothing to mess around with. Heed those watches and warnings. Flash flood warnings will go off on your phone, and you should not be on the roads if you get one of those. They'll be few and far between. This is localized flooding, but again, please stay alert. And through the rest of the week as well, you can see the worst of the heat is right here. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday could be as hot, could feel as hot as 115, and our forecast high for Saturday is 100 degrees. The record is 99 from 1930, so that would be a record breaker. Our last triple-digit day was in 2012, so that would be the hottest day in 7 years, and that's the peak of the heat, but it doesn't get much better. Sunday, finally, we get a weak cold front coming through on Monday that will start to erode the heat a little bit, and Tuesday looks a whole lot better. But that's going to be 7 straight days of 90 plus, with the peak of it coming towards the end. So that heat just builds and builds and builds every day. Friday and Saturday, Sunday, not even a thunderstorm really to give us any kind of relief from the heat and humidity.
All right, we got the heads up. Everybody be safe out there. All right, Kate, thanks so much.
Thank you.